It's the strength that causes the confusion and the fear.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 royal family interviews that shock the world.
Perhaps you could just give us an idea of what the last year's been like.
Hello, Prince William.
Hello, Lady Gaga.
Next to Prince Charles, I know I can't go wrong. He's there with me.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at some of the most explosive and controversial interviews that the members of the royal family have ever given. Had you seen these clips before? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Prince Phillip. Panorama. Taking place on May 29, 1961, Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh's interview on the BBC programme Panorama marked the first time that a member of the British royal family ever gave a television interview. While the content of this interview may not have been shocking, it was truly groundbreaking to have a member of the royal family giving an interview of this kind. It gave the public more of an intimate look at the inner workings of the firm. The Duke spoke to Richard Dimbleby about the Commonwealth Technical Training Week, an event that he was patron of. Number 9. Prince Harry. The Late Late Show with James Corden.
I thought this would be a nice way to see LA.
Before Harry and Meghan's explosive interview with Oprah, more on that later, Harry joined James Corden in Los Angeles for a light-hearted romp through the city on an open-air double-decker bus.
So, when did you know that Meghan was the one?
The second date, I was starting to think, wow, this is pretty special.
They have English tea and then proceed to do an obstacle course together where Harry showed off his athletic skills. While the two share plenty of laughs, they also discussed more serious topics, including some behind-the-scenes details on Harry and Meghan's exit from their formal duties in the royal family.
What is life like? Or what are you excited for it to be out of lockdown?
I have no idea. Like a slightly different version, but a continuation of what we were doing back in the UK anyway.
Perhaps most surprising, however, was the tidbit that the Queen had sent Archie a waffle iron as a gift. Do you think she uses Amazon? Number 8. Harry and William. Diana, Our Mother. Her Life and Legacy.
My heart goes out to all the people who've lost all their loved ones in the world. You know, it does connect you as a very sad club you don't want to be a member of.
In 2017, for the 20th anniversary of their mother's untimely death, Princes Harry and William collaborated on a documentary to commemorate her. The result was Diana, Our Mother, Her Life and Legacy, in which both of the men spoke out about their memories of Diana like they never had before.
This is the first time that the two of us have ever spoken about her as a mother.
Believe it or not, you and I are both in this photograph.
Some highlights included William recalling an occasion where his mum surprised him with a visit by supermodels Naomi Campbell and Cindy Crawford, and Harry sharing the motto she encouraged him to take up.
One of her mottos to me was, you can be as naughty as you want, just don't get caught.
Number 7. Prince William. Heads Together.
Hello, Prince William.
Hello, Lady Gaga.
Also in 2017, Prince William worked alongside Lady Gaga in order to make a video for Heads Together, a UK mental health organisation. The issue has long been stigmatised in the public, but William, along with Kate and Harry, appeared in this campaign in order to bring attention to mental health struggles.
It made me very nervous at first. For me, waking up every day and feeling sad and going on stage is something that is very hard to describe.
In this particular video, William said it's important to break open that fear and that taboo. It's time that everyone speaks up and feels very normal about mental health. It's the same as physical health. Hearing a member of the royal family speak candidly about an issue like this was still groundbreaking even in 2017.
We shouldn't be ashamed of it, and that just having a conversation with a friend or family member can really make such a difference.
Number 6. Meghan Markle. Harry and Meghan, An African Journey.
Perhaps you could just give us an idea of what the last year's been like.
In 2019, we got to see the hotly anticipated documentary Harry and Meghan, An African Journey, which gave viewers a slightly more intimate look at Harry and Meghan's work on the continent. The most striking moment, however, came when journalist Tom Bradby asked Meghan how she was doing with all the public scrutiny.
But my British friend said to me,
I'm sure he's great. But you shouldn't do it, because the British tabloids will destroy your life.
However, rather than giving a rote response, she decided to be honest and shared the struggles she had been experiencing as a pregnant woman in the public eye. Her candor in that moment has paved the way for what has come since.
The biggest thing that I know is that I never thought that this would be easy.
Number 5, Prince Charles. Charles, the private man, the public role.
I mean, what you're really trying to do, and for all intents and purposes, I suppose, is act like the wolves did in the old days.
2 years after Charles and Diana separated, Charles took part in an ITV television documentary in an attempt to restore his image. It aired on June 29, 1994, and in it he admitted to being unfaithful to Diana during their marriage, saying that he was faithful until it became irretrievably broken down, us both having tried.
Any breakdown of a marriage is obviously a dreadful thing.
While this admission was surely a shock, Diana memorably ensured that the next day's headlines didn't focus on Charles's infidelity by wearing her famous revenge dress on an outing to the Serpentine Gallery.
Despite the anguish of a failed marriage, the prince and the princess managed to share the children between them without rancor.
Number 4, Charles and Diana, engagement interview.
What about the proposal, Your Royal Highness? How did that come about?
Well, I asked Diana before she went to Australia, 2-3 days before.
After a whirlwind romance, Charles and Diana announced their engagement in 1981. In an interview at the time, the couple was asked about their courtship and how they first met.
I haven't seen the ring. May I have a look at it?
Yes. Wonderful sapphire and diamond.
At one point, the interviewer asks if they are in love, and while Diana's answer was effusive, Charles responded saying, "Whatever in love means." As their relationship broke down over the years, many would look back on this moment as a sign that it was doomed from the start because of Charles's ambivalence and lack of true feelings for his soon-to-be wife.
Next to Charles and I can't go wrong. He's there with me.
Number 3, Prince Andrew, Newsnight.
But it would be a considerable stretch to say that he was a very, very close friend. But he had the most extraordinary ability to bring extraordinary people together.
In 2019, as the world learned more and more about the sex trafficking allegations against Jeffrey Epstein, many of the people in his orbit were affected. Queen Elizabeth's son, Prince Andrew, once had a close relationship with Epstein, and in an interview with BBC journalist Emily Mightless, attempted to clear his name.
I went there with the sole purpose of saying to him that because he had been convicted, it was inappropriate for us to be seen together.
There were many bizarre moments in their conversation, and Andrew perhaps came out looking even worse than when he went in. He maintained that he didn't regret his relationship with Epstein and claimed that he was at a Pizza Express at the time a controversial photo was taken of him with a young girl.
Why would you remember that so specifically? Why would you remember a Pizza Express birthday and being at home?
Because going to Pizza Express in Woking is an unusual thing for me to do.
Oh yeah, and he infamously shared that he, in fact, is unable to sweat. Number 2, Meghan and Harry. Oprah with Meghan and Harry, a CBS primetime special.
There wasn't actually a huge formality the first time I met Her Majesty the Queen.
This 2021 interview took place in the wake of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stepping back from their royal duties as senior members of the royal family, and explained some of their reasons behind the decision to leave the UK and the monarchy behind. Many moments were shocking, including Meghan's admission that she contemplated taking her own life because of how untenable the situation had become. Both viewers and Oprah herself were astonished to hear that there had been concerns about the colour of Archie's skin while Meghan was pregnant, furthering suspicions of a rift between the couple and the rest of the family.
We have a plan.
That was suggested by somebody else by the point of where my family literally cut me off financially, and I had to afford security for us.
Wait, hold up, wait a minute. Your family cut you off?
Yeah.
Number 1, Princess Diana, Panorama.
Were you unfaithful?
After her divorce from Prince Charles, Diana sat down for a candid and revealing interview with Martin Bashir. At the time, it was full of startling information that made headlines for weeks, including Diana's discussion of her suicide attempts and struggles with eating disorders.
It's the strength that causes the confusion and the fear.
Though the interview covered a lot of ground, the moment that has gone down in history is Diana speaking on her troubled relationship with Charles in reference to his ties to Camilla Parker Bowles.
Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.